somber and sad time that we're in at the moment, but we also look back and we celebrate the man that was Madiba. Tell me what you've taken away from having experienced all this discussion that we've had.
Last night when we were in our hotel room, we just arrived in the country, and so we all checked into our room, and people were in my room, and we were flipping the channel, and we turned on the TV, and it was the breaking news, and we all stood there just stunned because we couldn't believe that our opportunity to come back into the motherland home and to receive that type of news, we were just stung. We were just stung, and we all wanted to get up last night and drive over to his house just to stand and just to be in the presence of other brothers and sisters. And so now I have the task of going home and sharing with my 13-year-old son, because I called him last night, and he said, Daddy, I'm hearing about what's happening over there, but I don't know him. Because, you know, in America now, we are not teaching our younger generation about all of our heroes when it comes to the fight of people of color across the globe. And so now my job now as an African-American father is to go home and to tell the story of this great man, so that my 13-year-old son will now be informed of who Mandela was.
You know, when I think about Mandela, what comes to mind was his tenacity, his dogged determination, that spirit that says, it doesn't matter what the status quo is, I'm willing to go beyond that in order to see justice. And I'd liken it to something that you've done in your musical career. You broke borders as well and said, I'm going to mix a fusion between gospel as a message and put it in the vehicle of secular genres. And that, in your day and age, was quite a bold move. And I know some people were not too impressed by that as well. But tell me about some of the lessons that you've learned personally as a musician when you take a look at Mandela.
Well, more than anything that I continued here, because I couldn't go to sleep. I haven't been asleep. I've just been tuned into the news, and just to hear people tell his story and to talk about him, and this whole thing of sacrifice and forgiveness that he just continued to just be a light in. And I think that as a Christian, that I need to do a better job of making sure that I portray those attributes of forgiveness and grace and mercy on people. And that's something that I will continue to really try to glean from. So I've already been inspired and transformed just by what I've heard about him, because you have had the pleasure of walking the same soil as Mandela. And so now I have the opportunity over the next 24 hours to try to touch every corner and touch every brick that he's ever touched, to try to make sure that I'm really being connected as an African American.
I know you'll be performing in Rhema this evening, and I know you'll be in Durban as well, so we look forward to you bringing us some sort of solace and comfort during this morning period.
I pray I can.
We'll have to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for joining us. And I think something that stood out was that Mandela's teachings transcended borders and even reached the States. He's one of the heroes there in terms of the liberation of black people, even in the States. So we'll have to leave it there for now.